Hey guys, my name's Gavin. Welcome back to a brand new video. Today, I'm gonna be showing you guys how I made this emotional piano loop inside of FL Studio. It's like some super ambient stuff. I'm not really sure what type of artist to call it, but that's besides the point. You guys would have saw that when you clicked on the video, but follow me on Instagram if you haven't already at gavinhadley_. And I said I was gonna announce something at this video, so I'm gonna do that right now. So basically, as a thank you for 2,000 subscribers on the channel, I know we're already at like 2,000, like almost 300. So that's crazy, but for a little thank you, I want to do a loop kit with you guys. So send midis to gavinhadleybeats@gmail.com. I'm gonna turn a bunch of those into loops, and like other pieces of melodies and stuff too. Send those through. I'm gonna make a bunch of loops with you guys and release a free kit for other people to download. So yeah, let's get into it. So I'm gonna play you guys the finished loop, and then I'm also gonna do that thing I did in the last video. So it's like from scratch, where I show clips of the live stream of me actually making the melody. So. We're gonna start in this expand. My thought process here was just doing something unique and catchy. That's basically always my thought process when I do these type of loops, or just any loops in general. Put this up an octave. The technique that I did for this video was pretty cool, just like arpeggiated chords and then like moving up the scale and these certain spots here that are like tucked in within the chord progression itself. Working the bass line down the scale, you guys saw that in one of my last videos. Keeping these chord notes pretty much the same. As you can see, it just goes up and down and up and down and up and down, and we just move those bass notes. We have a super simple top melody, just going up. Now these notes help lead back up to that C, and now I tried to keep it more simple on this part, and I felt, for my ear at least, this G sharp did a really good job at closing out the top melody. Right, so now for the bells, it's like the counter melody. Probably start switching up my sounds more. Now to give like a really good emotional feeling in your loops, you can use these notes that are called chromatic notes that are right next to each other in the minor scale. And then you drop down 1, 2, 3, and on the fourth note down, you place one. I do that in like all my loops. I did add a bunch of effects to it though. So I had reverb mixed with these settings to get them to my liking. Didn't want it to be completely drowned out in reverb. And then I also turned the separation knob to the left, which gives it a more like centralized feeling. Like when you turn it to the right, it makes it sound a little bit more washed out, but it's a little bit more clear and direct when you put it to the left. So then after that, we have the muffled up octave from Crystallizer to give it a little bit more high end. And then we have Little Altar Boy too. I pronounced it like it's a rapper. Little Altar Boy. Oh wait, I forgot to throw a dart. Wide left. It's really late too. I probably shouldn't have done that. But we have Little Altar Boy here, pitched up an octave as well. But we didn't end up doing that because that made it sound weird. Moving on after that, we have a vocal that I did. Woo! it's super chopped up right now, but once you add effects to it, so it really like makes it sound a lot less like it's chopped up because of the reverbs and stuff blending together. But basically, yeah, just freestyling into the microphone with auto-tune on my voice in the key of the beat. So after that, we have this pattern. Alright, so this is gonna be the basic thing that we're gonna go off of. I'm gonna mess around. I haven't done this in a while. Go in here. Is it, you guys can't see this, but there's like an arpeggiator. Added a bunch of effects to it actually. That's what it sounds like before effects. Alright, so to get this sound, what I did is I went over here to this arrow. You guys can't see it because of like pop-up menus in FL Studio, but basically there's this thing under tools. It's called arpeggiate. You press that and you can do a bunch of tool options that like arpeggiate your notes and rearrange them. Like this was originally like a chord progression or something and it turned into this. So then I went in and I further developed this pattern, made it sound a little bit more coherent. Thought it was a little kind of choppy still, so I went in, I EQ'd out some low end to it. I added RC20 to give it texture, and then I added halftime. And it's important to put the RC20 underneath the halftime because it'll give it a more textured feeling if you do that. Then I have a delay to help fill up a little bit more space and a reverb, and that's what it sounds like in the end. So yeah, sounds a lot different, and I like the way it sounds. Now for the last sound that we have in this loop, it's the business bass, but I realized that I spelled it wrong, so really it looks like it's the business bass. So that's what I'm gonna start calling it in my videos. But yeah, basically just following the root notes. And I didn't add any effects. I was also messing around with stereo separation knobs here just to blend stuff in and get it to my liking a little bit more. And yeah, that's basically it for the loop. After that, I have a version right here, which is the vocal, and then a version, this was originally muted, and then a version right here with just the piano part playing. So after that, I have one sound playing at a time. I don't know, I also have like a normal piano and then a pitched up one. And I have every sound playing after that. And then I rendered it out into these two. You can disregard these. Then I duplicated this one underneath, made it unique as a sample by clicking this button right here. Again, you guys can't see it because of the pop-up menus. And I press make unique as a sample. It's right on that right side there. And after that, I went in here, pitched it up an octave. So it sounds like this with effects added on it. Routed these both to the master channel. I feel like I've explained this 1,000 times in my videos. Before effects, sounds like this. After, it sounds like this. So we can mute the RC20 for a second. The first thing I do is like make it sound like it's underwater by like adding like a hill to it a little bit. And then we have reverb. And this is basically the same processing technique that I do for my vocals too, except I add like the little alter boy plugin, as you guys can see right here. I've just blended it back. But yeah, basically the same thing. You guys can see the hill. I just boosted like a little frequency. I just realized that I forgot to explain how I did the vocal. But if you want to see like a more in-depth tutorial on vocals, I do have a video a month ago back on my channel. If you guys scroll down, I'll probably forget to put it in the description. So I did this right here, the hill on the underneath like up an octave thing after I rendered out the loop. And then I have reverb, just drowning it, dry all the way down, wet all the way up, and then messing with the stereo separation knob. And then we added RC20 underneath everything to make sure the texture shines through all of this stuff that we got going on here. So all I did with that, a little bit of noise, distortion, and then a little bit of magnetic, and then I widened it a little bit down here. And yeah, that's basically the final loop, guys. Also, another thing that was really important with this loop was really randomizing up the notes that I was playing, making them sound like they were more played by an actual pianist, or however you it's late. Making it sound like it was played by a piano player. I don't know if that's what they're called. For whatever reason, I think it is, but maybe not. Hope you guys enjoyed. I don't normally record late at night. I just feel relaxed right now though, but yeah. Hope you learned something. Thank you for making it to this point in the video. Feel free to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Comment down below what you guys would like to see next from me. What else can I talk about? I got some loop kits down in the description. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.